have tried a little harder, honey. You might as well just jog to school. Get your life together. Mom jeans.
Imagine a world where bullying isn't considered a normal part of childhood. A world where I'm not afraid to go to school, to speak out, to be myself. A world where I'm not afraid to be caught alone. You have the power to stop the bullying. Speak out. Speak up. Educate. Find out what to look for and how you can make a difference.
School uniforms are one step that may break out the cycle of violence and disorder by helping young students understand what really counts.
School uniforms help curb violence, foster a better learning environment, and promote discipline in students.
Present statistics in the Long Beach district seem to support the claim that clothes students wear can affect the crime rate. According to the article from Education World, 80% of schools say the classroom discipline has improved after implementing uniforms. Over 75% of schools in uniforms noted reduction in peer pressure among their students after adoption of uniforms.
Uniforms lead to a stronger working relationship between school and home, and uniforms can also help improve children's self-confidence.
According to the National Association of School Principals, the steady growth of school uniforms and formal dress code policies in public schools may be due in part to students who struggle with wanting to wear the latest clothing looks in order to fit in at school. Unfortunately, many do not have the means to do so and may fall victim to peer pressure of bullying.
In fact, surveyed school leaders with a school uniform or formal dress code in place believe their current policy has made a significant positive impact on peer pressure, that is 86%, and bullying by 64%.
In fact, in Long Beach Unified School District, school crime has decreased by 36%.
Sex offenses by 74%, physical fights by 51%,
weapon offenses by 50%, assault by 34%,
suspensions by 32%, and vandalism by 18%.
Look who it is. What a loser. Look at you. What do you what's that? What do you want? What is this? Huh?
What are those? What are those, man? What are those?
Hey, guys, wait up. Let's play our favorite game, Pass on Manon.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Give it to me. Yeah!
Hey, whoa, Manon,
Give it-
okay, bro? Don't worry, we'll take you to your home.
Take me home. No, not the garbage, not the garbage.
As you guys can see here, video games outside.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Because I'm gonna fail.
That's why I'm Indian. I could.
Hello, Mercy Ashok-Kumar, coming in late as usual.
I'm sorry, I got stuck in traffic.
Manon, pay attention.
I am.
Hey, you look nice today.
Me, you look nice too.
Yeah, we're wearing the same clothes. Hey, they look nice too.
Yeah.
Everyone looks nice in uniforms.
That's a change.
Hey.
What's your opinion on school uniforms?
School uniforms are necessary for all people in the school of WWP High School North.
I really like school uniforms because it helps bridging the gap between people of all different economic backgrounds, and it doesn't leave one person out, which can be a cause of bullying. So school uniforms brings people together, and it eliminates the factor of how much your parents make into your clothes.
I'm against school uniforms.
Well, I think there are a lot of pros to school uniforms, which I know you're going to ask me a couple questions, and I can show my ideas for that. I think one major con is that you do sort of lose that individuality that teenagers like to express during, especially high school years. However, they can do it on the weekend, so there is something to say about that.
I believe it kills a person's individuality, like they can't show their uniqueness.
I believe school uniforms are good because they unify the students and it'll make it easier to learn.
Do you think having a uniform policy would aid the school environment?
Absolutely, I feel like it would.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Definitely think that when you're in a school where people are very, very different, come from different cultures, people get picked on very often. So having a school uniform will obviously lessen the ethnic tensions that we have in our school.
I really don't see it making any difference in the school environment.
I think it will because everybody's wearing the same thing, so no one can be judged by their looks.
May kind of cut down on distractions. I think that if students aren't focused on what other students are wearing, then it sort of might help with distractions. Another side to that, though, is students being humans might start thinking of other things like behaviors that they can start taking a look at, and so you're always going to possibly find distractions, but that could be one thing that could be taken away.
What about bullying? Could it also reduce a factor of bullying?
Absolutely, because people who are poor and can't afford the nice clothes that all the popular people have, they're at a disadvantage as of right now. They need something that'll even the playing field, so to speak.
It will probably reduce bullying, but I'm still not into that sort of thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Okay.
It's safer.
I mean, on a school-to-school basis, maybe in some schools there, people were getting bullied by the way they dress or by the way they express themselves physically. If everyone was put together and was unified with their uniforms, it might change the way some people are bullied and some people aren't.
But could, again, take at least away the bullying from that topic, so they're not picking on certain aspects of clothing.
Have you ever worn school uniforms?
Yeah.
I did not for school.
No.
No, I haven't.
But have you ever felt that you don't want to?
Been open to the idea of wearing uniforms.
Do you think that having a uniform policy would be more expensive or less expensive?
Well, it's obviously more inexpensive to wear uniforms, so people won't have to constantly keep buying new clothes to keep up with the trends of today's society.
Depends on a couple factors, I think. Where are they buying it from? So what is the company and how much are they charging? However, you could get away with maybe only having to buy maybe a couple of uniforms, and then that could help to sort of aid for the whole year. So you're not buying as much clothing in the fall, the winter, the spring, and you're not buying multiple outfits. So I could see it actually maybe being a little less.
I think it's less expensive for us.
Yeah, I do, because you buy a uniform once a year, and then you don't really have to buy them again until next year, or even a few years afterwards. So it's a lot of saving of money.
Thank you.
Maybe that depends. If you're gonna need to buy like 2 or 3 different uniforms, then that could be a little, but yeah, maybe.
For me personally, I'd wear uniforms during the school week where I'd only have to buy like 5 pairs. But when I leave school and when I go out during the weekends, I'd have my own personal clothes. So to be honest, I'd probably still have the same amount of personal clothes that I already do right now. So it wouldn't really change how much I spend on clothes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now it's our turn to take action and reduce these numbers significantly. Of course, it's not possible to take down that number at once, but let's take a step towards achieving this goal by implementing a uniform policy.
Let's put the unity in our community.